The way we are living is living for scarcity. We're living in fear and living for scarcity. But the scarcity part really gets me because it's so unnecessary. Nature has provided everything to be renewable, but what we do is we just engorge ourselves on it, and we don't have a proper cycle of use with renewal. You know, it's got to be in that cycle, and that's how things ought to be worked out as far as cost is concerned, not whatever it is it's worth. What is anything based on? It's just made up stuff. It's just made up out of thin air. Money is made up out of thin air too. If you don't believe me, check it out. Where is money created? How is money created? In America, from the Federal Reserve, a private company, corporation, or whatever you want, and we pay interest to this private company when we don't have to. You know, our government can make its own money, but we borrow from the Federal Reserve and then we pay interest, which never gets created, which goes to the national debt. But if we paid the national debt off, it would mean that there wouldn't be any money in circulation. Now, you go and figure it out for yourself, because that's the truth, and you're not going to believe just me, okay? But I'm just whetting your appetite. Just find out about the Federal Reserve. It was made under secrecy in 1913 on an island just off the Carolinas. It was called Jekyll Island, and you know, it was so secret that they didn't even tell the staff there what their names were. They weren't allowed to use real names. I mean, I there's a lot more to it than that, but nevertheless, everything's done. This is the way men are. They have secret society. They like secretiveness, and also they like to get the one-upmanship thing. You know, like, I'm better than you. I get the advantage. And not all men, I know that, but the men who are running things, that's pretty much all of them. Pretty much, not maybe, still even not all, but you know what? I shouldn't have to keep qualifying it. I'm not sexist. I'm just seeing it for what it is. You're just not seeing it for what it is if you're calling me sexist. Because right now, the way it is completely sexist. I mean, women can't even breastfeed their babies without having to hide, you know? But it's okay. If you're a warrior, you can walk down the street like a big hero because you've killed people. You know, this is our distorted sense of values. It's our distorted sense of values. But look into the Federal Reserve and money. Money is just a concept. This is an arbitrary concept that we agree to, but we don't have to agree to it. We don't have to. We can agree to something else. And the Women's Council has another thing that we can use as an alternative currency. And we encourage all alternative currencies, because at the moment what we have is a tyranny, because we can only use one currency. So if we think we're free, think again. If you have to be in this system for your food and for your survival and your thriving and your work and your life, then if you don't want to be in this system, somebody like me, for example, I don't want to be in this system. This system has no integrity. It has no inspiration to me. It's banal. It's hard. It's mean. It's nasty. It's ugly. And I don't want to be involved in it. And I don't. You know, it's up to me to say, well then, let's see what it's like. Even if I have to go to whatever they do to people like me, well, I'm not going to go along with it. But the thing is, I'm not going to give in to blackmail. Like, I don't want to do it. Give me another option, and if I like that, I'll go with that. But I'm certainly not going to pay these wankers who are killing and raising the military might of already a huge military, arming our police forces with military equipment, and police killing people now on a regular basis, about over 200 every month. Now, you might be very happy to do what you like doing, but how long before it affects you? It's already affecting you. You're just pretending that it's not. But how much happiness can we have when those around us are in pain and suffering? And it doesn't even get us out of it by going along with it, because it's just a matter of time before they'll do it to us. If somebody is going to do it to somebody else, they're going to do it to you, okay? Surely you get that. But the more you ignore it, the more they're getting more and further away with what they're doing all the time. They're ramping it up because a lot of people are not paying attention. Is that you? Well, I'm hoping that you will pay attention, even if I have to slap you. Bitch slap that is. Till next time. Adios.